I'm known as the cardiologist. I do a checkup from the neck up. I've done 900 phone calls in the last 3 weeks to people in this room. So in my section, if you just go to DJ Harrington's section, I have the phone skills. I could do mine faster than my 20 minutes. I have one or two things to show you. These are for whiners. These are pacifiers. You can buy them at the dollar store, 2 or 3 at a time. You have any whiners at your place? These are for whiners. I called over 900 dealers. You're not going to believe some of the things I heard. Hello? Is this Ace Motors? Oh, yeah, Ace Motors. One lady told me, hold. I wanted to say, hold what? Then 2 minutes later, she goes back. All I said was, hi, I'm DJ. Now listen to my voice, and some of you will know my voice. Hi, I'm DJ from the Georgia Independent Automobile Dealers Association. I'm calling about the CE class coming up on the 24th. How many of you got that call? Me. I've left messages for some of you. I asked one person, is Vincent there, please? 2 minutes later, she comes back and said, he's tied up with a customer. Are we talking bungee cords, wraparounds? What are we? He's tied up with a customer. One person actually told me he went to the bank to make a deposit. He's going to pick up some Frosties. He'll be back in about 45 minutes. Who the hell cares? So what I want to do, Paul said, could I'm also on GIADA on demand, so that if you look at this section, which ear should you use on the phone? Let me teach you real fast which ear to use on the phone. If your father had a stroke and the stroke affected the right side of his face, which brain did the stroke actually occur in? Left, thank you. Hold the phone, your left ear comes off of your right brain, feeling and emotion. Over the telephone, we set the image. The very first picture they see of your business is over the phone. And then we have some unskilled, untrained person answering the phone, like at the Wicked Witch of the West. And they're the one answering your phone. And then you wonder when they show up. So number one, use your left ear. So that's the first one. What time should you book the appointment? 15 minutes before the hour, 15 minutes after the hour. Some of you actually say, you go blow a cannonball through this place. We haven't had it up in hours. Who the hell would come? But we say things like this instead of saying we have a great selection. One man actually said, I have 12 vehicles. I have 1 pickup truck. I have 1 van. I have 1. What? He's reading his inventory to me over the phone. Who'd show up? We have a tremendous selection. When would you like to come by and take what we call a discovery ride? Not a test drive. Those cars have been tested by a lot of people way before us. It's a discovery ride. Come by and discover our dealership. Discover what we have to do. And we come with it. I'm the trainer at Roswell Infinity. When you buy a car at Roswell Infinity, we come with it. We actually say to people, let me show you what the inside of your Roswell Infinity looks like. When it goes to the service department, where's your Roswell Infinity? We actually show them. Person says, you call, yeah. You come with the vehicle. So book the appointment before the hour, quarter before, a quarter after. You say things like this. Yeah, when would you like to come by? This afternoon, this evening. This afternoon? Yeah. Okay. 1:15 or a quarter to 1. What's better for you? 43% of Americans or Canadians will remember a quarter before the hour, a quarter after the hour. So book it before the hour or after the hour. Here's number 3. What is your opening line? It should not be, hello, Ace Motors. It should be, thank you for calling. And you want to sound bigger, some of you brokers in the room, you know what you really should be doing instead of saying hello? Thank you for calling, ABC Broker. How may I direct your call? Now, you're the only one there. They say, can I talk to somebody about trucks? One moment, please. I could help you. And all of a sudden, now you sound bigger than you are. The sad thing of it is you have an echo in the building. And all of a sudden, the guy says, well, how big is this place? Thank you for calling. And then what's your closing line? Thanks for thinking. Now, I'm at Ogden Toyota in Ogden, Utah, and the dealer says, we're paying you so much damn money. If he says that's what we're going to say, that's what we're going to say. Thanks for thinking, Ogden. Well, the dealer went out 2 months later, bought a pack of cigarettes at a 7-Eleven store. Good Mormon. Boy, that went right over your heads. Baptist people in the back. And so what happens, he's at a 7-Eleven buying some cigarettes, and the lady sees the shirt, says Ogden Toyota. She goes, do you work for Ogden Toyota? He didn't want to say, I'm the owner. He said, yeah, why? She goes, thanks for thinking, Ogden Toyota. He goes, what? All your people say, thanks for thinking, Ogden Toyota. When people call your place of business, you thank them. Mike Bell's right up front. Thanks for thinking, M&S. Even if they've had an irate situation, thanks for thinking, M&S. It's the last thing. When you get off the phone with a loved one at home, don't you say, I love you? At least you should. You have a child on the phone? Before you get off the phone, say, hey, hon, I love you. Even if you don't love your wife, tell her. Or somebody else will. I brought a sign. Yeah, then you worry about it. I have 20 of these signs. Here's the best one I got for you for a fast class. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. Too often we have creative salespeople that just BS. Instead of tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. I have to tell all of you, 10 weeks ago, my whole right side was paralyzed. And I was operated on through my throat. I have a little limp here now, and 3 weeks ago I walked with a walker. God's good. And all of a sudden, see, when someone says, God is good, you're supposed to say all the time. God is good. God bless you, brother. Okay. That's from a Catholic. Now, here's what happens. 10 weeks ago, I'm in a hospital, like, I can't walk, and I'm like, so, Mike Bell says, what's the first thing I said? When the lady came for, you're supposed to help you walk and help you, I didn't want someone to feed me. So I want to learn how to feed myself. That was the third lesson. I said, well, now it's the first lesson. How to go to the bathroom. That's your fourth lesson. Oh, that's your first lesson. People don't understand you have a priority. My priority for all of you is remember what you say. Now, I put down here the very first picture. I took notes for you. Don't bellyache about what you tolerate. You as an owner tolerate those problems. You have your own. Contacts are contracts. Ronnie, thank you. See that big sign? I carry a sign like that with me, and I put it up all the time. There's a picture. And some of you laugh and say, well, I always see you with your doctor outfit on. Yeah, EMS, Educate, Motivate, Carry Solutions. I believe you should be a brand. You should be carrying. The Mojo lady follows me. She is very gifted. There's 14 great speakers today. After lunch, if you're not in the room for Joe Lascota, you're losing out. Joe Lascota, Ken Shilson, all of them are just great people. Okay, if you flip this page, oh, by the way, this 1-800 number, I want you all to know where I got 1-800-352-5252. Jimmy Carter and Burt Lance. I worked for Burt Lance. Burt Lance said he wanted a legal line. 1-800-352-5252. When they sold the company, guess what the lawyers wanted? 1-800-lawyer. They're idiots. A guy who needs a lawyer don't know how to spell lawyer. He should have kept 1-800-352-5252. I got the number. So when we sold the company, I kept the phone number. And then on the back here, here's the 4 things. Here's the test. Questions for the test. What is your opening line? Circle number C. Thank you for calling ABC Motors. Which ear should you use on the phone? Left. Circle the C. Now this is for everybody from out of Mongolia. What time should you make the appointment? C. A quarter after or a quarter before. What's your closing line? C. Thanks for thinking ABC Motors. Now, from my end, for a show of hands, have you picked up 1 or 2 tips? You better say yes or I start all over. I want all of you to know that I spoke at NABD with Rocky Bleier from the Pittsburgh Steelers. You all know Rocky? Oh, here's Ken right up here. And it was probably one of the best things that ever happened. Ken has a meeting November 3rd, 4th in Orlando. But this was in Vegas. There was 2,000 buy here, pay here dealers. All right, now, any buy here, pay here dealers here today? All right, get ready, because Ken's going to speak this afternoon after Let's Go to. Rocky Blyer, the night before, says to me, what's the difference between buy here, pay here and a new car dealership? So I'm in the lobby of this hotel in Vegas, and I'm explaining to Rocky Blyer the difference. Well, the next day, the speaker that's supposed to follow us, Mojo lady, the speaker supposed to follow us, he ain't ready. So they're in the back, and one of Ken's people is going like this. So Rocky Blyer's on that podium, I'm on this podium. Rocky Blyer says, hey, Doc, what the hell does that mean? He said, we got to stretch for about 3 minutes. The guy supposed to come up next ain't ready. Oh, shit. What do you do? I said, well, why don't we explain to him what I told you last night in the lobby of the hotel? He said, okay. I said, the lobby hotel. He said, what's the difference? I said, when you bought a new Cadillac this year, you and your wife got 2 sets of keys. Yeah, of course we did. Well, in the buy here, pay business, we show you 2 sets of keys. That's the difference. He goes, and then I said, did they take a picture of you and your wife outside the new Cadillac? So they send you a picture of Thanksgiving. And that's another thing. Don't send Christmas cards. People send Christmas cards, they scotch tape it to a window or a door, and you're just one of many people. Send a Thanksgiving Day card. You'll be the first one for the season, and you won't affect any Jewish people who don't even celebrate Christmas. Okay? Thanksgiving Day card. We're Americans. Okay, so then I said, did they take your picture? He said, yeah, they took our picture and sent us a Thanksgiving Day card. I said, that's right. To remind you of the day of delivery. In buy here, pay here, we take your picture so we know what we look like when we have to pick it up. Then I said, in buy here, pay here, get ready, Mojo lady, because I'm done. You ready? In the new car business, when they ask you, this is the gloves they use in Cadillac, Chevrolet, Ford, different colors. In buy here, pay here business, this is the glove. And these 2,000 dealers just howled. And they said, you are crazy. But I want all of you to know, it takes 7 muscles to smile and 28 to frown. Think how many people are working overtime. We're in the car business. No, we're not. We're in the people business. We happen to deal in cars. We're in the people business. You want them to be better in the car business, learn more people skills. Okay? Now, Paul's not here, is he? Well, now, Mojo, what I'm trying to do is get space back. Tell Paul John I'm done. You know the reason why you don't now? I learned this from Mike Bell. I don't need to burn down the barn to roast a pig. You don't have to, keep pumping. Paul, I'm done my part. Everybody picked up 1 or 2 tips. Tell Paul John, DJ did good. All right.